Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to City Skyline. My name is Lan, and currently there's a house on fire. So, it seems like the first thing we need to do is get some type of fire protection in our city. That would probably be a good idea. So, let's go ahead and get fire station. Now, the question is, where do we put the fire station? I think a good place is probably going to be over here somewhere. Maybe right there next to the fire. Okay, so let's start with that. And let's see how fast they can put out this fire since it's right across the street. So we have a minimal gain for residential and barely anything for commercial, but it seems to be growing. We're also hemorrhaging money very fast, it looks like. So, what do we do? Do we pay back or do we keep going? I say we keep going. Now, there's crime over here too. The city is in trouble, so we put the fire department right there. Let's go over here to this side and put the police station on this end. So this should give us coverage. I don't know if a burglar lives there or if they've been burglarized or burglarized. There's a new one for me. Crime rate is high. Okay, so now more people want to move in. We knew we were going to have this problem. Now, probably be a good idea if the rain stopped happening. First, let's connect there. And let's find a way to bring you guys together. So I think I want to turn this into a... we're going to put like parks there, I think. But we're going to leave this section right now as residential. So let's move over here. And let's leave about that much as commercial. Guys are all going to be commercial. That should handle our growth for commercial as well as a residential. So let's turn this thing up and see what we can get. This weather really needs to stop. I know it's Florida and it rains a lot, but really, we're gonna keep this rain rolling like this? We are desperately hemorrhaging money here. Don't think we need that much. Okay, so that should help. That should help some. Will it be enough? I hear upgrades. Upgrades going on. So. Okay, so population. Adults. No industrial, no commercial. And of course, you guys are going to have power problems. So let's look at our power map and see. Not enough. Not enough money either. I guess we need to take yet another loan. That's painful. Alright, so let's grab another wind generator. What's funny is you don't see a lot of wind generation in Florida. In real life. At least where I am. I don't know. Maybe it's too flat. Maybe... I don't see a lot of wind generation here. Oh, and the sun is coming up, but it's still raining, of course. So we're almost to the next tier. We almost have our next group of people. And that is going to be our screenshot. So let's take that picture. So there's that. They were making money now. Now we're starting to make some money. Okay, good. That means we're on the up and up. A couple of folks with no power. Why are you saying you have no power? Not enough electricity? Oh, we're on that tippy edge of power. So let's go over here and let's drop another boom generator. Okay, so power problem should be solved. Nobody should be complaining about power now. Go away, chirper. And are we gonna hit it? We're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit the next tier. So what else do we need? We don't have high school. Trash we're good on. Healthcare. We're gonna need a church or graveyard soon. What about us? I think we're just about good for now. Yay! We just got Tiny Town. Okay, so with that we get landscaping. Ooh. Parks and plazas, level 2 buildings, pet ban, smoking ban, and parks and rec. Also got a gravel path and a pavement path. Canals. I've added a lot since I last built some. High schools, parks. Okay, so we got a fair bit, and unique buildings we're going to get. We get a Plaza of the Dead if we build 3 instances of cemeteries. Okay, it's a requirement for the fusion plant eventually. So while we're at it, let's go ahead and do that. Let's, where the hell can we put a cemetery? I think cemetery would go well somewhere in, let's see how big it is. Medical. Right there. On the main track. Everybody's happy with that. Look at that. Kind of like that there. Right next to the Down and Out Burger and the Bob Shop. And the Sherlock's Coffee, which vaguely looks like something else. Okay. So our little city is starting to grow. Let me plan how we're going to do the next section, and I will be right back. And we're back. And I apologize, guys. I did not realize that my video recording software was popping up a counter in the top corner of the screen. That should be fixed and alleviated. Now, we do have a problem. We have some power requirements. It's iffy. We're on that tippy edge. So we really should be looking at power. Really wish we had other options here, but we don't. Highway tolls. Alright, let's do, I don't know, for now, let's do one more of these guys. And hopefully that'll bring us up. They are all going to complain when we go to some other form other than green power. But that's okay. You know what? It's the citizen of a town's job to complain. Okay, so let's continue our road out because people crazily want a... So let's see what we get. So let's go out here. Let's look where we eventually want to get out here. So let's meet this road up here. 4,200, we can swing that. So there's that. Now, let's bring you our little road. Actually, we're gonna curve you. Okay, so for now, that's not great, but it'll do. Okay. Everybody wants to move in here, so let's start branching out to a new community. Let's start this road. Kind of like that. So now, straight run. Actually gonna curve you. There. Okay, we're gonna have to remove all of those, I know. Okay, so there's that. So let's start down here and put in some painted in. And once this takes off, we're going to start removing these power poles. So let's go into our remove menu. As soon as we get something that pops it up here. Okay, come on. Join in. There we go. Here. Cool. So then there we go. We got some power that's going away. And now we have all of these that we can have Riverfront. I told you guys we were going to have Riverfront property. Why do you have no power? You guys don't have any. This electricity issue is becoming a... When do we get this one? Reach a population of 2,400. So maybe one more ought to do, and then we can sell those later. I don't know. Okay. So why do you guys have no power? Okay, so we're seeing upgrades going in. And... why are you complaining about water? You shouldn't be. You might, though. That doesn't surprise me. Okay, so everybody's happy here. Our little waterfront community is starting to form. Sorry guys, first up is not the riverside, it's the mainland side. Because we have to get rid of these horrible power poles. There's that. Now it looks like people want a shopping district. So we're gonna go out to... we're not gonna go out to anywhere. Go to here. And we're going to concentrate this area as a shopping district, as well as okay. Got a little back alley street. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to pump this full of commercial. Guys, be happy. Guys, I assure you this gets much more challenging. And you have no water there either, okay. Imagine if city planning really was this easy. Imagine if you could just plop down and say, hey, we're going to put power lines here, and then we're going to remove them later. And nobody will ever be affected by this. And you. And put in a little more residential right about there. And as soon as that residential starts to go in, we are going to remove the rest of those power poles. There we go. And we can remove you while we're at it. Okay, so we are very close to our next goal. We are at Boomtown. We are about 400 people shy of Boomtown, where we can start to get transportation and it's like ore and recreational use. Alright guys, we are back, and I apologize because I recorded a whole section and my software obviously didn't want to play nice, so I will cue you in on the changes I've made. We started growing another district, whole residential section over here, as well as we brought down the commercial area. We did get the next one of Boomtown, where we got all of those services that we just talked about. I brought this around. We're starting to have problems with electricity yet again. But finally, we've gotten the good solar, or the good wind generators. So we're going to plop one of those in the middle of the river and hope that it does some good, because we are struggling for power. I also had a demand for industrial. So we dropped in, another set of tree farms over here. We expanded out Forest Square, which is clean power, so that will be helpful. We don't have to worry about it, the pollution encroaching in on our residential or commercial district. So this is clean industry, which is good. On top of that, I've started wrapping this around, but we have to worry about education because the folks here are not educated down in that section. So we're starting to see more red pop up, more hotspots of non-education. So maybe we drop a high school right here. We should be able to please the folks on this end of town, as well as that end of town. There we go. Everybody seems to be happy from that. Okay. Education is good. Education is important. Now, we also want to take a look, and this is one we haven't looked at yet, is the wealth of this city. The land value, what it's worth. So things look pretty good right now. We're kind of middle-class America. We also want to look at the... Where is it? Population... Where's our upgrades? Land value? No. Grain heights. There's a spot to look up. That might be it. Nope, that's pollution. There we go. Upgrades. So now we can see our upgrades happening as they're happening. That little square up there with the house with the circle. I'm sorry. Circle with the house with the star in it. So now we're still having power issues. Why are we still having power issues? On that tippy edge. But we have the money. How much are you? 12 grand? Okay, we're going to throw another one of you guys in right here. And I believe the rain does affect how much power you make. So we may need to find a power source that is not so driven by weather. So once again, let's go back to the upgrades and see what we can do to upgrade. Okay, so this is a 2.5 star, so once again we're looking at middle class. Let's see if we can't put in a park or something to raise the value. So we want to keep Kent Square a nice, residential neighborhood. We don't want it to be the slums either. We want to make it something. So right across from the elementary school, let's put in a park for the kids. And that should make people happy, and that should help raise the levels as well as the land value. So things are looking good. Things are still blue. We're still right in the middle, which is not bad. I mean, we don't have a low-cost area, but we don't have a high-cost area either. That's what we want to focus on. We really want to make a region that is super high-end. So on that note, I think we're going to end here. Once again, I apologize that my software is acting up. We're still getting into the rotation of this, guys. But everybody, thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and leave a like if you enjoyed. That helps me out so very, very much. Everybody, be safe, have a nice day, and we'll talk to you later. Take it easy.